Welcome to the My Kitchen Rules Finals.
The My Kitchen Rules Finals week is here. Coming up next.
Whoever wins goes through to the final, and whoever loses
Oh my God!
has to go home. So this pigeon is very important.
Is this the end of the princess's reign?
And they're not cooked. This is an absolute nightmare.
Who'll make it to the grand final?
You are the My Kitchen Rules champion.
My Kitchen Rules grand final week. Start next on 7.
An abundance of space. The maximum possible safety rating. And an impressive list of features. Big car thinking, now inside a smaller car. All new Elantra, the big small car.
Who says the everyday has to be so everyday? Experience the amazing everyday. The new Nokia Lumia.
Boss Bottle Night, the new fragrance for men.
Mars Master.
An Officer and a Gentleman, the musical. Live on stage, starring Ben Mingay and Amanda Harrison. A world premiere at the Sydney Lyric. Discount previews on sale Monday. Book at ticketmaster.com.au.
So, Josh, what do you do?
Home haircuts are one way to save money. A Suncorp Bank home loan is another, with an ongoing discount that could save you thousands. Isn't that worth the switch?
How do you decide between crunchy and soft tacos?
¿Por qué no los dos?
The hard and soft taco kit from Old El Paso. True genius, Mexican style.
Seven's new series isn't just about photos.
You as a flautist.
There was this one time at band camp.
It's about the stories that come out of them.
I'm very scattered. Squirrel.
My favourite yellow bikini too.
I still remember that day I had chicken pox. It surprised me because we didn't even have chickens.
Seven's new Pictures of You. Tuesday after the My Kitchen Rules grand final. Amazing new cast hits the floor. It's a whole new dancing on 7.
This program brought to you by the Hyundai Elantra, the big small car.
Good evening. A man's been shot dead by police inside Westfield Parramatta Shopping Centre. Witnesses say they heard several shots. A police critical incident team is investigating what led to the shooting. Police sources have told 7 News Taser victim Roberto Laudicio had traces of LSD in his system. The Brazilian student's friends held a tribute today. Federal Labor's been shaken by the party's massacre in the Queensland election as ousted Premier Anna Bligh quit politics. Julia Gillard is flying to Seoul tonight for a summit on nuclear security. And Sydney Police have launched a new website where witnesses can send videos and photos to help catch criminals. Morning showers expected tomorrow, a top of 24.
Our birthday cash bonanza has jackpotted to $20,000.
We'll give it away tomorrow.
So stand by the phone.
And make sure you answer within 10 rings to win $20,000.
Right here, right now, we've just seen the birth of something magic. Stop. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah! That did it for me.
I know talent when I see it.
If I was you, I would immediately give up tennis and start singing.
You are going to be a superstar. That's what we're talking about.
That was so good.
Fear how good you're going to be.
Yes, yes, yes.
I feel energised and happy now.
Nokia Lumia, the amazing everyday.
The Great Pyramid of Giza may outlast civilization itself. Impressive? Yeah. Genius? Hardly. It's nothing compared to the wafer and chocolate parcels that are pods.
Now in Cherry Bites with a cherry-flavoured hit.
Toshiba Windows 7 operated tablet connects to everything. It's a different beast.
At Coles brand Australian pork loin chops are down, and still down at just $13 a kilo.
Still down.
My name is Amanda Clark, but to the people here, I'm Emily Thorne.
She's been living someone else's life to get her revenge.
But whose life? Hello, Emily Thorne.
One mistake she'll make.
I'm just scared.
Will cost another their life.
You didn't have to kill him.
Thrilling new revenge. Monday.
How does McDonald's season their 100% Aussie beef patties? Simply with salt and pepper. My Kitchen Rules. Brought to you by McDonald's.
When creating winning meals, use only 100% real ingredients.
Spot on.
That's how they do it. That's how we do it at McDonald's.
Every picture tells a story, and here's one of them.
After the war, they were put into concentration camps. Some were being executed. So my father steals soldiers' uniform and paperwork. He walks right through the front door of the jail with another guy's ID. Goes to prove even Asians think all Asians look the same.
New Pictures of You begins Tuesday.
Some people eat Lilydale because by day the chickens can roam in chemical-free pastures. But most eat Lilydale because it's so unbelievably tasty. There's only one Lilydale.
Maybe it's time you took your notion of a holiday and kicked it up a notch or two. What if you rocked your way to Fiji, swam your way to New Caledonia, explored the islands from new perspectives, took your taste buds around the world? And what if you could relax, knowing that it's all included? There are so many ways to kick up your holiday on Carnival Spirit. Don't worry if you don't get to them all. There's always tomorrow. Carnival Cruise Lines, now sailing from Sydney.
No gimmicks, no tricks. For your peace of mind, any set of Ford tyres sold this month comes with a free road hazard warranty against accidental damage. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
In me is an excitement that does not waver. A sense of curiosity, of purpose, of pride. It builds in me, contained and focused. What will today bring? Some distant challenge beyond my knowing. I'm guardian, protector, halo of the fleet. I'm a naval aviator. I'm part of the team.
For 75 years, Slater & Gordon has been determined to win maximum compensation for its clients. And with more local offices than any other law firm, they can help you maximise your compensation. Call 1-800-555-777. Slater & Gordon Lawyers. No challenge too great.
I tried so many stretch mark products, so I was pretty reluctant to try bio-oil. But now, I really wish I'd tried it earlier. And I'm telling everyone I know about it.
Nokia Lumia, the amazing every day.
New cast hits the floor. It's a whole new dancing on 7.
It's okay.
Which one do I choose?
The very hardest decision of my life to make. I choose you. Would you please marry my boy?
Do not miss Mum's final decision.
Will you marry my boy?
The unforgettable Please Marry My Boy event. Wednesday, 8:30 on 7.
Australia, there's no freshness like Coles freshness. I know because I visit the farms. I know just how committed Coles is to Australian farmers and providing the freshest locally grown fruit and veg. Beautiful. And I know how fast we get our fresh produce from the farm to you. And at Coles, we never freeze and we never thaw any of our fresh Aussie fruit and veggies. That's why it tastes so fresh. And that's why...
There's no freshness like Coles.
What motivates you to go beyond, to explore the unknown with unshakable determination? All new Camry Atara inspires confidence.
Who says the everyday has to be so everyday? Experience the amazing every day. The new Nokia Lumia.
With Powerade, you could win a trip to the UK for a once-in-a-lifetime sporting experience at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Grab a specially marked Powerade in store now.
Just where to put all your faith and how will it grow? Gonna rise up, burning black holes in dark memory.
Controlling my cholesterol has been a struggle for years.
I wanted a natural solution, so I turned to Omega Gen Cardio, and it's the first thing that actually worked for me.
I began taking Omega Gen Cardio, and now my cholesterol levels are within normal range.
My bad cholesterol's down, good cholesterol's up.
It's the naturally sourced, clinically tested phospholipids in Omega Gen Cardio that help support healthy cholesterol levels.
No reflux, no fishy aftertaste.
No offence, buddy.
Take a natural strike at cholesterol with Omega Gen Cardio.
With a cutting-edge interior designed for greater driving pleasure, all new Camry Atara SX inspires confidence.
Super excite your Saturday with the chance to share in Lotto's $21 million Super Draw this Saturday. Join the celebration. Get your ticket today.
Tomorrow, exclusive, the My Kitchen Rules wedding.
The contestants who tied the knot in secret.
But our cameras were there.
See it when you wake up.
Watch out, world. More Aussies are coming.
My Kitchen Rules, proudly brought to you by Coles. There's no freshness like Coles freshness.
Freshness like Coles.
This is the most nervous I've ever been.
Head on the chopping block. Fortunately, Kitchen HQ is stocked by Coles. There's no freshness like Coles freshness.
The only way to escape is to unravel the mystery.
What do you want from us?
Newcastle, next on 7.
NIB has health cover designed for young families with no hospital access for kids under 21 and up to 75% back on extras like dental. Call 13 14 63 today. It's worth it.
Knits from $39.95. Knits from $39.95. Only at Just Jane's.
From the day we're born, we're searching. Often we're not sure what for. But something calls us onwards. Something makes us wonder. Something makes us believe that we'll find an answer. You might say that life itself is a search. So whatever you do, don't stop searching. And don't hold back.
We started playing cricket, and I hit the ball so high that Uncle Mark, he forgot where he was going. He tried to catch the ball and landed face first in the mud. It was so funny, Dad. You should have been there.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Right now, when you buy 4 Goodyear tyres from Goodyear Auto Care, you'll only pay for 3. That's right, 4 for 3. Goodyear Auto Care. Call 13 23 43. Goodyear, over 100 years of looking after you and your vehicle.
Every year, around about now, the government announces increases to the cost of health insurance. This affects health funds differently, and the only way to know what's going on is to review your health fund against other funds.
We'll help you find a policy that suits your needs and budget.
At Coles, we don't have specials on our fruit and veg. We have super specials, like Australian Cavendish bananas at a super special $1.38 a kilo.
Coles Fresh.
Freshness like Coles. 55 injured, thousands at risk, and all they did was sit down on a Sydney train. Even a 5-year-old was in danger. Find out the hidden threat now facing Sydney passengers. Our investigation reveals the train lines where you're most at risk. A 7 News exclusive, Monday at 6.
Australian Olympic gold medalist Neil Brooks bashed on the run with his family.
You turn around and you get absolutely king hit. And one says he's got a gun, one says he's got a knife. You believe them.
He breaks the silence on the international scams.
Is Neil Brooks a con man?
On 7's Today Tonight.
Good evening. A police critical incident team is investigating the shooting death of a man inside the Westfield Parramatta. Witnesses say there were several shots. Friends of Brazilian man Roberto Laudicio have paid tribute to him during a peaceful march at Bondi. 7 News has been told the student had traces of the drug LSD in his system before he was fatally tasered by police. Alarm bells are ringing within the Gillard government after Labor's humiliating defeat in the Queensland election. Premier O'Farrell has announced a new national park southwest of Sydney will be a no mining zone. And movie buffs are about to buy a piece of Hollywood history during an online auction. Showers expected tomorrow, a top of 24.
Our birthday cash bonanza has jackpotted to $20,000.
We'll give it away tomorrow.
So stand by the phone.
And make sure you answer within 10 rings to win $20,000.
Ever had one of those mornings where the night before is a complete mystery? Kinky. The only way to escape is to unravel the mystery. Newcastle, next on 7.
A lot of chefs these days are selling out. It's really getting ridiculous. Me? I would never do that. 10, Campbell. But I'm happy to recommend the best stock. It's 100% natural, so it's the only stock I use to add a deeper and richer flavor to my chicken casserole. Seriously, if you want real, there's just no better stock.
Hey, Sydney. We get the traffic. We get the ferries. We get the buses. We get the trains. We get the parking. We get the bikes. We get how you use your car. We get the suburbs. We get where you live. We get you. Save on car and home insurance. Call Yui on 139684.
From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow.
Nearly half of all Australian workers have joined something run only to benefit her interests, his interests, and their interests. Something that could mean tens of thousands of dollars more for their retirement.
From little things, big things grow.
Industry super funds, run only to benefit members.
Don't wait to be told. Get on the front foot. Cabot's Aquadeck goes on nice and easy.
Hey, looking good.
Works every time. Cabot's, clever.
From little things, big things grow.
For anyone professional, Care Super is your industry super fund. To find out more, visit industrysuper.com.
Are you ready?
It's the One Blu-ray
I'm building a new fighting bot.
that's changing the game.
I've spent my whole life waiting to get here. Watch me.
Real Steel on Blu-ray and DVD.
My Kitchen Rules, proudly brought to you by Campbell's Real Stock. 100% natural, real flavour. Campbell's Real Stock.
Pictures of you, pictures of me, hung upon your wall.
Every picture tells a story, and here's one of them.
After the war finished, my mum's two older brothers, because they had fought alongside Aussies, they were put into concentration camps. And my family thought they were going to be there for 2 weeks, but they'd been there for 3 years. And some were being executed. So my father, who was a 25-year-old Vietnamese kid at the time, he goes and he steals a high-level communist soldier's uniform and paperwork. He walks right through the front door of the jail and he says, I need to take these two with me right now. And they let my uncles go. My father pulled off a fantastic rescue with another guy's ID, Brian. It goes to prove even Asians think all Asians look the same.
Every picture tells a story on 7's new Pictures of You.
Wonderful stuff, DNA. It's what makes you, an individual. And because we recognise that, we offer personalised service like no other. It's in our makeup. American Express. Realise the potential.
Chunky cuts, fresh produce, restaurant quality ingredients. The price, ridiculously good. Introducing new signature pizzas from Pizza Hut.
It's a slice of the good life. Smith Street, thanks.
See the feel-good film of the year.
I can't plan that far ahead. I don't even buy green bananas.
It's hilarious and moving. A simply superb ensemble comedy.
You really should see it.
The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. In cinemas now.
When you're asleep, you may not smell the smoke, but you will hear a working smoke alarm. On April 1st, when you change your clocks, change your smoke alarm battery to Long Life Alkaline.
Mazda has shaped a new kind of SUV. One that can run for 100 kilometres, yet amazingly uses little as 5.1 litres of fuel. Can carry 5 in supreme safety, yet is compact and feels ready to pounce. All new Mazda CX-5 with Sky Active technology. It's an SUV, but not as you know it.
Do girls wear different undies when they have their period? To find out, You by Kotex hit the streets. We spoke to students, checkout chicks, politicians, musos and all girls in between, and found a whopping 72% of you wore your daggies during your period. Thankfully, You by Kotex created ultra thins with double anti-leak channels and other sweet protective features, so you can wear your good undies anytime you want. We know you, and you know what works.
Every picture tells a story.
I still remember that day I had chicken pox. It surprised me because we didn't even have chickens.
New Pictures of You begins Tuesday.
This program is brought to you by the insurance company that actually gets you. Yui, because we're out there with you every day.
It's the last chance to make the grand final. Tomorrow, 7:30.
There's one spot in the grand final up for grabs. Who wants it the most?
We do not want to go home now. We're going to have to play it up something sensational to beat those guys.
They're fighting for that grand final spot.
And what a battle it will be.
Something's gone wrong. We've done something really bad. So one mistake that could cost them their spot in the grand final.
My Kitchen Rules Grand Final Week. Tomorrow, 7:30 on 7.
Mirror, mirror, who's the fairest of them all?
Snow White. Snow White. Snow White.
The prince wants the princess.
I think Snow White is the most beautiful woman in the whole world.
Agreed to disagree.
The queen wants the prince.
I'll use the love potion. Puppy love. What am I supposed to do with a puppy?
You can rub my tummy.
And the 7 dwarves just want a taste of adventure.
Uh-oh.
Mirror, mirror.
What motivates you to go beyond, to explore the unknown with unshakable determination? All new Camry Atara inspires confidence.
Nokia Lumia, the amazing every day.
Looking for healthier health cover? At Bupa, we provide a great range of cover, whatever stage of life you're at. Call 134 135, visit bupa.com.au or drop by your local Bupa centre.
Here you are.
Orange? What do you call these?
They're sweet potato super fries.
What's wrong with normal fries?
Nothing, but these are made from sweet potatoes.
Well, they better taste just as good.
Dad, sometimes it's worth trying something a little different.
That's good.
They're all good, Dad.
McCain's Sweet Potato Super Fries. Rich in vitamin A and voted Frozen Savoury Product of the Year by you. Ah, McCain, you've done it again.
The all-new Camry Atara SL is equipped with innovative blind spot monitor, a Toyota first. All-new Camry Atara inspires confidence.
It's back. Deal's biggest dream giveaway.
Travel Australia and see it your way in your very own Winnebago. And every day, a chance to win it. Just watch Deal or No Deal.
Deal Winner Winnebago Week starts tomorrow.